Yo, what's up, guys? So I started playing a couple of other games again, and I will say for literally about 3.5 to 4 months, RuneScape has been my main driver, and actually not even my main driver, my only driver. I've been playing this game exclusively since basically the end of January, all the way till as of like what 1 week ago. And obviously, when you do the same thing over and over again, your brain naturally normalizes it. So the expectation of the game I'm playing, the types of mechanics and whatnot, like over time, having played it for like nonstop for 4 months straight, and it being like the only and the main game, I kind of got desensitized to it, right? And having picked up a couple other games this week, so by the way, if you guys are interested in the other games that I picked up, it might not be relevant to you, but I used to be a massive Call of Duty player. So one game I picked up is Battlefield 6. And then I used to be crazy into FIFA, so I started picking that up because the World Cup's going on. Anyways, like the point isn't those specific games. The point is I picked those games up. And obviously, like those games are different styles. It's a different flavor of video games. It is you move your mouse, you get immediate feedback. You move your controller, you get immediate feedback, right? Like the point of those games are as you're playing, it's more of a live, like very, very, very live game. Every action and reaction needs to happen in split seconds. Whereas in RuneScape, it's a tick-based game. And the tick-based system, actually, I don't know if it's every second or if it's every half a second. To be honest with you, I'll probably have to look deeper into it. It feels like every half a second, because sometimes 1 or 2 seconds will go by and you'll have like 3 or 4 ticks that happen. So the game tick system definitely uses a different time than real life. And I'm pretty sure it's probably a technical thing rather than a actual predetermined thing that they decide on how long each tick lasts. So going from a tick-based game to a real-time game, and I don't think we can. I mean, I don't think anybody really calls RuneScape a tick real-time game. I think everybody kind of accepts the fact that it is not a real-time game. It actually almost, I would borderline say it's closer to a turn-based game, but it's a bit difficult because like if you play Throne and Liberty and Lost Ark, those are considered like action MMORPGs, so they're actually technically like pretty fast-paced. But RuneScape is definitely a lot slower than those, but it's not as slow as Pokemon or Clear Obscure Expedition 33, right? Like, so I would say it's in the middle between a turn-based game and an action like live MMORPG, like a live game, like a fully like you press W and it reacts immediately. Whereas RuneScape, you click on a tile and there's a split second, or you click on a skill and there's like massive delay in between. And to be honest with you, playing these games together, I feel much better because when I was just purely playing tick based, I noticed it started bleeding into other things. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's very difficult to explain. Like your brain kind of adapts to the games you play, right? And if it's solely you're playing one-dimensional games, you're playing like a very specific type of game, your brain almost adapts to it to a certain extent. And coming from a live, very, very fast-paced MMORPG, very, very fast-paced gameplay, I for a while had to almost slow my brain down. And like honestly, to be truthful about this, I think that was a good thing, because like we went from multi-threading hundreds of different tasks at once to like now saying, okay, let's just play this one game slowly and properly and enjoy the fun aspects. But then I noticed myself like going too far into that direction. And I noticed my thought process become slower as a result. And I don't know if I want that, to be honest with you. I don't like, because I work in an environment, for example, software engineering and coding. Like you're expected to move fast, and obviously the tools and technology accessible to us now are far better and lets us operate faster without having to actually think faster. But I think one of my biggest selling points, or one of my biggest skills, is being able to make decisions split second. Like I'm not talking RuneScape split second. I mean like very, very fast, right? Like within a millisecond, I'm able to like make decisions. And like that translated over time to naturally being able to perform faster than the average person. And with RuneScape and the slow-paced game, yes, 100%. Like, this game has its charm. But, like, to be honest with you, I think we need to mix and match it a little bit. I think I might lose a lot of people with this video, and people might be like, nah, fuck you, RuneScape's a better game. But, like, I truthfully believe there's a middle ground where one day you want to enjoy RuneScape and a tick-based system, and then another day you want to enjoy, like, a fast-paced, you know, like, not a tick-based, like a live game where you move your mouse. Because your dopamine cycle, like, you guys need to understand it from a psychological perspective, okay? Where I'm gonna get into, like, I'm gonna get a bit sciencey here, but your dopaminergic system literally normalizes the more you do the same thing. And that's what I'm trying to get at. When you're exclusively playing games that literally react as soon as you move the mouse, your brain adapts for that. Or when you're exclusively playing games where it's a tick-based system, your brain adapts for that. And when I say your brain adapts for that, your brain aligns your neurochemistry to basically be normalized for that specific thing. And then all of a sudden it becomes a chore, right? Like, if you do the same thing over and over again, it becomes a chore. Because now it's not really as exciting or enjoyable. Because there's no difference, or the term is there's no delta. Meaning there's no difference in what you're doing. If you hop from one game to a different game, there is a difference. You went from a tick-based game to a football game. There's a massive difference. You're able to then enjoy the football game to its fullest, and then you go from a football game to like a Battlefield 6 style shooter game, or an Overwatch or a Marvel rival, and that's exciting and fun. And like that delta, there's a delta there. And then you come back to RuneScape, and then you come back to theory crafting and MMORPG, gear progression, storyline, questline, lore. That's exciting. And like RuneScape kind of has its own systems in place for that to happen. Like, obviously you can go from like wood cutting to herblore, but like at the end of the day, it's still like the same tick-based system. And your brain is adapting to that tick-based system. And you need to change that tempo a little bit. You know, like the whole idea, like sometimes you'll listen to like hype music. Sometimes you'll listen to like slow classical music. And then you'll see people who just listen to like one type of music. Honestly, I would get so sick. It's like eating the same food every day for the rest of my life. Fuck that, bro. Fuck that. You need some sort of variation. So with that being said, I think the point of this video is you guys should try, if RuneScape is the only game you play, you should really consider trying out other games and like balancing it between the two. I promise you, it will make your RuneScape experience that much better. I swear on my life, it will make your RuneScape experience that much better. If you can even alternate, like, one full day dedicated to RuneScape, the next day dedicated to something else, I think that's a good middle ground. And obviously, some people will say, no, well, like, I don't want to lose a day of worth of EXP. I think the fact that people are so hell-bent and worried about losing EXP per day or per hour is problematic. That's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. And that's what we're trying to solve for. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.